Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, here we go! Big impact. DDT! CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit. Soaring! Crossbody from the top!
And are you kidding me? He's going up again?
From way up,
Diving double axe handle.
fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here. But I can guarantee that Punk can plan for that. And a heck of a DDT we just witnessed. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. it would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft. Now, he's the best in the world, and he's ready to show Latino Heat everything he's got.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight. DDT!
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
DDT!
Suplex.
I did not see this coming. He's abandoned that pin attempt completely.
Russian leg sweep. I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat.
Toss to ringside. Heading to ringside now. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Did you see that? Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength. Breakneck speed, well of hurricanrana.
And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get a little bit of distance.
Effective counter. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to win that final, decisive victory.
Hooked him up. High angle belly-to-back suplex.
Look at the eyes, piercing daggers right now.
Trying to springboard, didn't work out into a powerbomb.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase lie, cheat, and steal.
He might have him here.
Is this it?
Shoulders up before 2.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How are they still going like this?
Kick to the knee. La Maestro cradle. Perfectly applied.
A defiant kick out after 1.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
And we can't overlook how devastating that DDT was.
Perched up top.
Knee drop.
Eddie Guerrero now. Oh, he is putting on a show this evening. 2 down, 1 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 amigos. Eddie's got Punk seeing more stars than on the Chicago flag after that one.
place in the corner here.
Oof, running knee in the corner.
Neck breaker.
A blow like that might have them seeing stars right now.
Look at the height. Frog splash. DDT.
And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Ooh, he fends that off. Eddie able to take a stand there.
This could be a good chance for Guerrero to get some distance and rethink things.
Neck breaker.
The kick lands. Rushing into the corner. Step up knee. Rocks the jaw.
Follows it up with that running bulldog.
To the sky.
Oh, got the knees up just in time.
Punch straight to the face, stays off the attack. Neck breaker. Picture perfect. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into...
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Go to sleep.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
Kicks out, kicks out.
I don't know where Eddie found the energy to kick out after that. It had to be complete instinct.
CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders.
Go to sleep.
No way Eddie's coming back from that.
2 count. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner, Punk!
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.